Good morning. It is a Thursday morning, and I have a little bit more astrology and the relationship we have with the planets. So, Mercury, Mercury went into retrograde yesterday. And for those of you who are unfamiliar with Mercury going into retrograde, it affects your communication. So, yesterday and today, I'm finding I'm having trouble finding words. Like, I'm stumbling on my words. I can't quite grasp what I'm looking to express. So that makes total sense, because Mercury is a planet that deals with communication, the mental aspects of yourself, reason, memory, speaking, writing. It also has a connection to transportation and travel. So you may find that there are travel delays, and also technology. So if you haven't backed up files, if you're creating something new, like, save along the way. Don't wait till you get to the end, because the likelihood that something is going to go awry increases when Mercury is in retrograde. Not always, and depending on where your Mercury is in your chart will make a difference. So just briefly, I want to share just a couple of little tidbits about Mercury in each one of the signs. So you can find where your Mercury is in your chart if you go to, I believe, astro.com. You can get a free natal chart, and I highly recommend you print that off and then have it. You can refer to it as we go forward with this information each week. I'm thinking I'm going to do all the planets, but we'll see how it goes. Mercury was definitely in my field of energy and awareness the past couple of days with it going retrograde. And when it goes retrograde, that basically means that it looks as if it's going backwards in the sky. It's not actually going backwards. It's just when we're looking at the sky from Earth, it appears that it's moving backwards. And what happens is the energy on us shifts. And so it really encourages us, and sometimes forces us, to look at those darker parts of ourselves, the duality that I talked about, I believe, last week, and to see, feel, and sense that those parts of us that we may try to hide or block from our view, those parts that we don't really want to look at or dig into. So it's important to take the time to do that, to review aspects of our life that may not be feeling great, or review aspects of our life that are feeling great, and how can we continue that. So it's a lot of people get a little weird and scared over Mercury going retrograde, but it's often a really beautiful opening that can happen. Okay, so I'm going to quickly go through each of the signs, and if you know where your Mercury is, then you can see how this might affect you. There's so much more to this. I've done my best to narrow it down just to a couple of words to summarize, but definitely, once you find out what sign your Mercury is in, I would suggest going online, do a little digging around, have a deeper understanding of Mercury and how it directly affects you. Okay, so first off, Aries. Aries is witty and outspoken in Mercury. So this is all based on where Mercury is in your natal chart, and Mercury tends to be close to your sun. So it's in that area near your sun on your chart. And most of on that chart, I think it says Mercury, and it gives you the sign. Okay, Aries, witty and outspoken. Taurus, practical and stable. Gemini, versatile with worldly interests. Cancer, sensitive and activation of the sixth sense. Leo, leader and magnetic. Virgo, an analytical mind. Libra, balance between mind and action. Scorpio, investigative, and that fight for a cause sort of energy. Sagittarius, quick, to the point. Capricorn, ambitious and methodical. Aquarius, clever, inventive. And Pisces, imaginative and creative. So find out where your Mercury is and see how this may affect your sun sign. And also be aware that Mercury is also connected to your nervous system and your arms, hands, and fingers. So it has a lot to do with speaking, writing, communicating, reason. It's all this mental think Mercury mental, a lot of analysis. That's why I talk about reviewing things, and it's like the retrograde is kind of like the time, resetting, restructuring, reviewing. It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool if you look at it that way. So let me know what you think of this. If you want to share where your Mercury is, maybe we can learn from one another. You know how I'm a huge believer in that. So I hope this was helpful. I will see you back here tomorrow for Flower Friday. And yeah, please do share in the comments, share with someone that you think might benefit. All right. Bye for now.